Hello and welcome. I'm coming to you live from a hotel quarantine in Australia right now. I'm trying to stop myself from getting COVID from myself, but all jokes aside, this video is about caring. Now, what does this reality say caring is? Caring is being emotional, being dramatic, being significant. The more significant and dramatic you are about something, the more you truly care with all of your heart. But is that actually what caring is? From my point of view, no. Caring is first and foremost the willingness to be aware of what is. It's not about having a blindsided point of view and narrowing down about like what's right and what's wrong and what's moral and what's good and what's bad. Caring is about looking at things exactly the way they are, not putting a slant on it and not putting judgment on top of it, which is the right and wrong. True caring is the willingness to look at what is and push your barriers down and be vulnerable with any situation. Now, once again, being vulnerable is not necessarily crying or being emotional or being dramatic about something. It could be a super uncomfortable sense that you have because it's beyond the barriers, it's beyond the limitations, it's the being that you actually are is what you're accessing. Now, you might also be thinking, well, how do I actually get to that caring? First of all, have you acknowledged that you truly care? That fundamentally, you care more than most people that you actually see around you. There's a lot of people who shut off caring to such a degree that it's not even a part of their lives. And it doesn't have to be that for you. But the first step is to acknowledge, do you actually care? Would you like for everyone to have a greater world, a greater life, and have more? More of themselves, more caring, more kindness. And if you can first and foremost acknowledge the caring that you have, that puts you on the path of actually acknowledging it outside of you. And the other thing is actually caring for you, which means not judging yourself, seeing you for what you are, not all the lies and limitations and judgments that you think are there. And it's also not the positive judgments. It's also not about making you right or making yourself superior. Positive judgment is probably worse than negative judgment because you never really look at it for what it is. Like when you look at wrongness, most people are like, oh yeah, that's judgment. But when you look at rightness, people think, no, I've got it right, I'm right, this is right. You don't ever question it. So it's actually more fatal than negative judgment. What if you never had to be right? What if you never had to be wrong? What if you could just be strong? And this is something that Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, says. And it's something that has stuck with me for such a long time because it is so true. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be wrong. You can actually be strong. So to get to caring, this tool called Interesting Point of View, you might have heard me talk about it in other videos already. Interesting Point of View, I have this point of view. If you notice yourself being right about something, being wrong about something, or noticing outside of you, interesting point of view, this person has this point of view, or interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And you can repeat it over and over until you get a sense of space or expansion, or where that like contraction of the rightness or the wrongness starts to relax around it. And there's no longer a significance or a point of view there. And that allows you to see what is. Let me give you an example of true caring. Have you ever been around someone that didn't judge you? They didn't negatively judge you, they didn't make you wrong, and they also didn't positively judge you, like you're perfect, you're right, and like this and this and this and this. Someone that had no judgment around you, did you have like a sense of peace, a sense of ease, and did you feel cared for? Once you can have true caring for you, you can start inviting that from other people, and you'll notice when people are actually not caring, rather than being blind to it, you'll see it, you'll be able to make a different choice to create the life and the environment they would actually like, not through exclusion, but through awareness and choice.